Hi, fifth graders. I hope that you're doing so great today. It's breezy and cold here in New Jersey, but and it's a little bit rainy, but it's kind of the perfect weather for reading. How many of you love to read in cold and chilly weather? You get your cozy sweatshirt on, you get your blanket, you get your cozy reading spot, you curl up and you get the best book and you just enjoy yourself. That's what I'm excited to do today. So today we are launching fantasy book clubs. I know some of you were just so excited. You've already been starting to read your book, and that's fine. I hope that you like my fantasy style filter here. Ooh. So I'm going to ask you guys the question. I want you to think about why it is that we read fantasy. Why does anybody read fantasy? There are so many reasons why. One of the reasons why we read fantasy is because the stories are so incredible. They're wild, they're dangerous, they're romantic. They're tales where the fate of mankind rests in the choices made by the character. Oh, it sounds so intense. Next reason why we read is because when you study fantasy, you study what's called the human condition. Fantasy looks like it's about elves and mermaids and other magical creatures, but it's really about the struggle between good and evil. And finally, we study fantasy because if you are a powerful fantasy book reader, you will most likely be a powerful reader of all types of text. Why is that, you might ask? Well, first, you have to figure out where the story takes place. It doesn't just tell you most of the time. You have to figure out what kind of world it is, who has the power there, what rules there are, and even more. So if you can do all of that and figure out all about fantasy, you are most likely going to be a stronger reader of all different types of books.